All right, welcome back into another episode of the 330 Club podcast. I'm Mill. I got my boy. If he were Macedonian, he'd be me to the gym, but he's heavy cream. He's Jimmy. He's Mike Klein. What's going
Yo,
on, my boy?
what up? What a great weekend. What an absolute thriller of a weekend. Oh my God.
All our
Amazing.
teams won.
All our teams won. The Bears, the Steelers, the Colts,
The Colts.
our new team, because they keep
For the
fucking
shoot.
winning. It's great.
We got to get that fucking guy on the pod that sings.
This is our Colts. Yes. Blue-Eyed Seth, I think's his name. Shout out Blue-Eyed Seth.
Shout out.
Man, it was Mill. What was your take on the weekend? It was so good. Everything was great about this weekend.
There's some crazy shit that happened, which we're obviously going to recap. But this is stuff that happens in that first kind of 3-4 weeks, you know? Like, you don't
Yeah.
know who anybody is yet. So it's like, I got backdoored pretty badly on one we'll talk about, but I won some good ones too.
Yeah, I would say the betting mark, like me this week for betting, did not do that good, but I hit the ones that needed to be hit that counted. So I did end up going positive. But besides that, just the football in general was crazy. Like
Yes.
I was so locked in at the noon slate, I was just like losing my mind. And then the Bears game happened, and I was like, this is fucking what a great day.
Absolutely. Also, just want to throw this out. If you tailed us, the teaser did hit. The
Teaser
4-leg
hit.
teaser. That was a plus 240 4-leg 6-point teaser. We had 2 in the noon slate and 2 in the midday. I think it was Colts, Cardinals, Chargers, and Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay barely got out of that one.
Tampa Bay, I was worried about for a sec. When they
Yeah.
returned that, I was like, Baker's going to march down.
And fucking Aaron Glenn doing the...
Oh God, rookie head coaches. You won't see Ben Johnson doing that shit.
No, he's too serious.
Absolutely. But I mean, I get it. You think you won the game, but the time is still on the clock.
I gotta say, the pod bet second week didn't hit, and this week it was my pick, Jalen Warren, that didn't hit. He should have scored.
This means no Steeler this coming week.
I'm not picking a Steeler this week because I'm actually not particularly confident in who will score. It's in Ireland, so I don't even know.
You
Like,
got to
what
pick
that's...
you legit have to pick like the most random person.
I bet
the
on Darnell
top
Washington
person.
every week,
So that would probably be the pick.
but not for the pod bet.
Not for the pod bet. No, definitely not.
We don't want to.
We're gonna get back to basics for the pod bet, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so before we give that out, what do you want to start with?
I don't have the Sunday's games I had in front of me. So if you want to go through them, we could just kind of recap each game real quick because last week we kind of rushed into picks, but this week was so good. I feel like we have to talk about the games and this is Wednesday. This is coming out, so Monday Night Football's happened as well. We'll talk about all those games, but I would start with Sunday, and then, I mean, I almost want to just start with the Packers lost on a dramatic field goal. The Browns defense is legit, essentially the best team in the NFC, people were saying. A bunch of people were saying. They got smoked by the Browns, who lost to the Bengals. Like, this throws everything out of proportion.
Well, okay, so can we start with Thursday real quick, and then we'll go to the Green Bay game?
I forgot Thursday. Go ahead, yeah.
We'll do Thursday, the Bills, they beat Miami 31-21, so they did not cover. That line moved. It was 11.5, then
Literally
it was 12.5. But I bet that Bills team total over 30.5. Barely got it, but it did hit. That was a good win. And I have James Cook on my fantasy team, so that doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
But you know what? Tough division game. Miami had a respectable game, but Tua is just cooked, I think. That pick was so bad. They could have tied the game on that drive. I don't know. Miami looked better than they did in the first 2 weeks, but obviously it was a division game, so you expect that. Warm weather, September. But man, I don't see them having much success this year. Buffalo is just one of those teams, too, who's going to cruise.
Buffalo is very good. I hope they get to the Super Bowl, to be honest, in the AFC.
I mean,
I would take them. I don't know, just anybody. I don't want to see the Chiefs again in the Super Bowl.
It'd be Buffalo. If Buffalo makes the Super Bowl, it'd be really hard to root against them.
It'd be very hard.
Like, if it was them in Detroit, that would be the only one where I think I'd still want Buffalo, but like I like Detroit too. And neither of them have won.
I would take either of those teams.
I know Detroit's in the Bears division, but you know what I'm saying.
It's not like I feel like there's not beef with Detroit.
not
as
like the
much as
Pack
there's beef with the Packers and then the Vikings. I feel like
Vikings.
Detroit's the one that's like, yeah, there's a rivalry. I mean, they whooped our ass 2 weeks ago, but I'm not like if they made it to the Super Bowl and it was the Chiefs, I'd root for the Lions.
Yeah, I
You know
think
what
the
I'm saying? If it
Lions.
was the Pats and the Lions, I'd root for the Lions.
I, and they're going to be the last game we recap because they played last night. But the Lions are very good. I still think they have a legitimate shot. But there's a lot of football to be played.
Plenty of football to be played.
So okay, so that was Thursday. That was my quick recap. My play on that game was that over 30.5 Bills team total. It did hit barely, although they had chances to go way over. So
Yeah.
and now
That game was, I mean, it was closer than we all thought. We thought this was going to be a blowout.
yeah, I mean it's hard. It's hard to see Miami. I know it's a division game, but their defense isn't very good. They kept it tight. They were responding. They're scoring. They scored 3 touchdowns. So
Ollie Gordon, I actually bet him on Thursday, so that was the start of my money.
there you go. Not much else to say if you want to move on to Green Bay and Cleveland.
Green Bay and Cleveland. Wow, what a game. Jordan Love got sacked 5 times. And it felt like it was more than that because it was every 5 seconds red zone was showing Jordan Love getting sacked. Jordan Love with the 3 and out. Jordan Love getting sacked. I was like, whoa, dude, this is like the best team in the NFC. Like everybody's talking about it. What's going on? It's like, well, they can't first tough defense and they also can't put points up on the board. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think that this says a lot more. So I know I'm familiar with Cleveland's defense very intimately because of watching them play the Steelers and other teams. They're a good defense, but this to me says more about the Packers offense than it does about Cleveland's defense because look at what Baltimore in a division game did to Cleveland.
I
They
know.
put up
That's why
41.
it's crazy.
So I think the Packers are still a very good team. I definitely think that they are one of those teams who could, make a deep playoff run. I'm not discounting that at all, but I don't know like if their offense is fully there yet.
Yeah, I would agree. Well, plus Jaden Reed going down, so
That
you
sucks.
don't have your number one wide receiver target from last year. You don't have, and he didn't score a lot, but he scored enough to be relevant, and he had the most receptions, which also wasn't a lot because I mean, it was tough. They couldn't run the ball against the Browns front. I mean, you got Myles Garrett, like possibly one of the toughest dudes in the NFL, like if not the toughest,
It was
the
good
most.
scheming too. Their coaching they
Yeah, and
coached a good game.
I like what is it? Is Jim Schwartz? Is that the D coordinator?
Stefanski, the coordinator, I forget his name. But either way, like again, this is one of those games I had on peripherally because I was watching the Steelers on my main screen. But I went back and rewatched some of the tape, and it's just like the Packers couldn't move the ball.
Yeah, it was rough. I didn't really watch. I just kind of watched Red Zone this week. I was up. We were at home and I was doing shit, so I just put Red Zone on and watched. But I did watch a lot of the noon slate. Like I didn't really I actually missed more of the afternoon slate than the noon slate, but it was crazy to see that happen. Whenever I get to watch the Packers lose and their offense not look good and Jordan Love gets sacked, I know not as much like the getting sacked. Like I don't want anybody to get hurt, obviously. Like I want everybody at their best for performing, but like
But
when
the
I get to
pass
see them
rush,
lose, yes, but when I get to see them lose like that, tough, gritty loss where they're almost about to win it, and then the Browns come back and tie it off of a blocked field goal, or I
yeah.
think, or something. Like, dude, nothing gives me more joy. And then it was like the next game was a field goal for the win, and the Rams were about to win the game.
We're gonna get into that, but before we move on, I just want to say, the Packers. I want to say this opened at 7.5, and then I think they were laying 8.5 when it closed, and the Browns won outright. That's a huge cover.
It was like a plus 500.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who
Money line.
bet that, but good on you. I stayed the
Me.
fuck away from that game.
I did too. I was like, I don't want any part of this.
I
And now
sprinkled
it
on
makes sense why we don't want any part of it because you never expect that to happen.
I sprinkled on Tucker Kraft having anytime touchdown. He did not, but I just think he's going to be targeted a lot with
I
just how the
I sprinkled on Romeo Dobbs and did not get that. I think that will be next week when they play the Cowboys.
whoever this Fitzpatrick scored for them, and I was like, no, wrong white guy.
John Fitzpatrick. Yeah, didn't even know who that guy was.
Me either. I thought I saw a white guy in
No
the end
idea.
zone. I thought it was Tucker Kraft.
I was like, oh, hell yeah, white guy.
Well, it's just like, he's like, oh, the tight end. Okay, so you brought up the Eagles. Okay, so the Eagles were laying 3.5. I thought the Eagles were going to win this game, but I really thought it'd be close, and it was till the end. Actually, the Rams were beating their ass for a little bit.
Rams were whooping their ass. And I was like, yes, I'm glad I stayed away from this game because I was thinking about, even when the Eagles were down, I was thinking about like, I should put some money on the Eagles to win this game. They are going to be plus money. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, I should bet them. And I didn't. And I was like, nah, stay away. This game's like anything could happen. Like I could see the Rams winning this game. So I stayed away. And that game should have been the Rams plus money. Like, because that field goal at the end that was blocked, that guy took all the way when the time has already expired. Like, dude, go down at the 1. Like, you
Yeah.
just cost so many people.
Yeah, exactly. So I had Rams plus 3.5. Now I want to say this: I have Jalen Hurts in fantasy. He's a dog. I still think people don't know how good he is because watch when they asked him to throw the ball, they came back and won. Like he's that dude.
Literally.
And I was happy for him, and I was happy for my fantasy team. But when they were going to kick that field goal, the Rams, I was like, all right, the Rams make this field goal, they win outright, I win my bet. The Rams miss the field goal, the Eagles still don't cover. What happens? A big man returns it for a touchdown with no time left. Absolute worst backdoor of my life.
It was such a bad beat. And it's like, it didn't need to happen.
I yelled at the TV. I go, take a knee, you asshole. Like, I was pissed.
Yeah, dude, everybody was pissed.
So
So
that happened to me. But the Rams are good.
the Rams are pretty good, I will say.
I
Kyron
mean,
Williams.
yeah. And that was your pick on the pod bet. He scored. He actually had a receiving touchdown.
He did. Yeah, it was pretty sick.
Because he did have a
He
rushing
had one.
touchdown.
They
It
called
got
it
called off.
exactly. It's bullshit.
Because we were texting when it happened.
Yeah. I
So,
was like, we
okay.
got one. Oh, yeah.
But I like the Eagles. I like the Rams. Both good teams. Hurts is just, I don't know, man. He's something else.
What other game went down to the wire?
Tampa Bay.
That's right. Tampa Bay, another blocked kick for a tutty.
I knew not to take 6.5. The Jets are weird, and I like Tampa, but I was like, I don't like that 6.5. And guess what? That teaser, that plus a hook,
Minus a half.
was it minus a hook?
It was minus a hook, and we won it by what?
Yeah, 6
1 or
points.
2 points?
2 points. Yeah, that saved our ass.
I was like, holy fuck. It was awesome. Because there was a second I was worried. I was like, damn, they're about to. After that happened, I was like, is Baker going to lead us down here? Like, I have faith in Baker. I think he will. But, like, what if it comes down to, like, it was just crazy.
Yeah, him and Ibuka need to get on the same page a little bit because he's a dog, but they're just missing. It's not like with Evans or when Godwin comes back. You know what I mean? I'd like to see Cade Otton get involved more, and I love Bucky Irving. I love that offense.
That offense is great. I like the Bucks. Mike Evans ended up getting hurt, hamstring, I think. Pray for his recovery. We don't want Mike Evans, and we don't want these old guys to get hurt because then we don't see him as much, pretty much ever again.
Right.
You know, and he's been in the league for years. So and it sucks. We lost a lot of players that we may not see again, including a Najee type player or
Yeah.
Austin
James Conner
Eckler, James Conner. A lot
I
of
hope
former Pittsburgh Steelers running backs went down this weekend.
So
It's kind of sad.
it was tough. Prayers up for all of those guys, especially Najee's looked especially bad. Eckler too. Najee looked real bad. I think James Conner.
When anything like that happens where it's non-contact, it's just kind of like,
and
that's so sad.
We'll talk about this game, but man, on that play, Herbert fucking like hurdled him backwards and then made a tough throw. It was crazy.
That was crazy.
I want to say this before I forget too. Cleveland is 1-0 in the all brown uniforms. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
And shout out to Tampa Bay. This was a throwback week. Shout out to Tampa Bay and the white throwbacks. Hard as hell. They look great.
They were sick. Those jerseys are clean. If I was a Tampa Bay fan, I would 100% have one of those.
I might have to get a bake show one. I collect jerseys, so. But also, they looked good against the Jets in the green.
They did.
So I'll take
It was
that.
sick.
Very cool. Well, and I'll address the different throwbacks that got worn. So Colts, our boys, They absolutely put a ass whooping on Tennessee. We knew that was going to
It
happen.
Oh, I mean, it was so obvious. I hate being like that. Like, you always say it's so obvious. Like, yeah, it is obvious though, bro. The Colts went into Tennessee, and who has not looked good through 2 weeks, who their coach gave up play calling abilities this week and gave them to the quarterback's coach or
They
whatever. It's
suck.
just like, dude, they are not good. Like, it's not good. Uh
Danny Dimes is that man.
yeah, it was an obvious win for the Colts. Danny Dimes is great. Jonathan Taylor's great. These guys, like, we're going to week 5. Like, we got to go to week.
Dude, Jonathan Taylor had the run of his fucking life on that
He's a
one where he
dog.
ripped. Do you see the one he ripped off for like 40 yards?
Yeah.
Dude, that was unbelievable. I mean, even for him, I was like, holy shit, what a
It was
dude.
sick. It was sick, dude. It was awesome.
Colts got really good energy right now.
Colts do have good energy. I love
They're
it.
going to get into some tough
Especially being
games.
in the state.
Oh, yeah. They're going to get into some tough games. We'll talk about that when we preview and do picks, but we still have to ride Colts while they're hot.
Have to. Who do they play? Is everything not loading when I want to look? They play the Rams. Good game, but they're plus money in LA. Ooh, we may have to do that.
Might have to tease a little bit. We'll see. I don't know.
Might have.
So not really much to talk about though in that game. I mean, Tennessee blows.
I can't wait to talk about this slate this week.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at it's very tempting. But football this weekend, there was so many good games. What else am I missing?
Speaking of ass whoopings, the Vikings killed the Bengals.
We had to turn off the game. We had to turn that off. It was so bad. I needed people to score on the Bengals. I needed people to score on the offense of the Vikings that weren't named Jordan Mason.
Yeah.
And
he had a hell of a game.
Yeah, it was just defense and Jordan Mason. That's what you get with Carson Wentz.
Here's the thing. Carson Wentz is a veteran, and he's in a great situation. J.J. McCarthy has not played. He played the 2.5 games or whatever. 2 games. And Carson Wentz is in a good spot. I'm a little nervous about that for the Steelers next week. But the Bengals suck without Joe Burrow.
The Bengals had a shitty defense anyways.
And
now that they don't have a bad O-line, and now that they don't have Joe Burrow, yikes, they're screwed. There's nothing they can do.
Jamar Chase is amazing. T. Higgins is a really great player. You got to get the ball in their hands, though, for them to do their thing.
Yeah, you need to, it sucks with people like that where, a quarterback goes down. It ruins the wide receivers. The T. Higgins is great, too. They have Chase Brown didn't do shit this week, and he's a great player. They have
got
great players around him. Yoshivas, yes.
They have a good team.
If these guys were on different teams, they would be awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
so it sucks though. I mean, honestly, I feel like Bengals fans, it's gotta suck to be them because they know they're in a bad spot and they can't really do nothing about it. They start off 2-0. Joe Burrow gets hurt.
They're lucky to win both of those games too.
Yeah. I mean,
they were close. Cleveland missed kicks, ironically, and Jacksonville pissed it away at the last second.
Jacksonville was so bad. That was tough.
Yeah, not much else to say there, although that was a kill. Otherwise, in the noon slate, not much to say here. Commanders put an ass whooping on Vegas. I think Vegas stinks.
Mariota. Vegas does stink, but Trey Tucker scored 3 touchdowns, which is crazy that your Bowers and your Genty, your 2 big name guys that are studs, can't get anything really going. Well, Bowers did a little, but not
Took
much.
Genty a while to even get rushing. In the first half, he wasn't even running well. He was getting stuffed.
Yeah, Bowers was banged up because the week before, but it's still these guys need to be going off every week for you guys to make a difference.
Yeah. So that was a kill. I didn't really have any plays in that. This next game, this is just gross. Carolina beat Atlanta 30-0.
Yeah, that's sad because it's the same situation with the Bengals. I mean, nobody's hurt, but Michael Penix does not look good. Drake London does not look good. He should be doing way better. Are they going to put Kirk Cousins in? Is at that point? They just got shut out by their rival, the Panthers. That's a big rivalry, I feel like.
And not only did they get shut out, they hung 30 on them.
30. And it's bruh. Bijan didn't score, Algier didn't score. What did they do? Did they win against the Vikings that one game?
Yeah, they lost to Tampa Bay in a close one at home, and then they went to Minnesota and they won pretty decently.
It's you guys looked okay. You're playing good teams. So it's like good
Carolina
defenses
sucks.
at least. And Carolina's defense sucks, and they had like 3 freaking picks. It made no sense. So that makes me think Michael Penix is not good.
I
Or 2 picks, whatever it was. I remember them picking the ball off like a couple times.
I think that they may go another week or two, but here's the thing. Tampa Bay is 3-0. If they start falling behind, like they might have to go to Kirko.
Yeah, they really don't. I mean, you got a good team. I feel like you got an okay team. Maybe not.
They got
Maybe
a
their
lot of
defense
weapons on
sucks.
offense.
A lot of weapons on offense. Maybe they have no defense. Maybe that's what it is. I
I
don't know.
guess.
They
So
gotta
yeah,
figure it out.
that was kind of a scrub game, and then last noon game. There's actually 2. I'll just run this by you. Fucking Texans look awful.
Texans are bad. I don't know what we were thinking last week because everything about that I didn't want to do. And my buddy was like, let's put the Bears, the Packers, and the Texans in a parlay. And I'm like, that sounds like an awful idea. And
The
literally
Bears are the only ones that won.
the Bears the only ones that won. So I was like, that sounds like an awful idea. And now I'm like, all right, I think I'm better now. I don't mess around. Jacksonville can lose games. That's who the Texans played, right?
Yeah, and Jacksonville sucks too, but like,
Yeah, but
dude,
they looked okay. Except for
fucking
Brian Thomas being weird.
guys are turning the ball over in the red zone left and right, fumbling, throwing picks. Does CJ Stroud, is he just like not that great?
Bro, there's this. Oh, I gotta find the stat. Hold on.
There's no O line. Like, dude, I don't know what the problem is, but they look stinky.
Who is CJ?
Yeah. Steve talked me into you want to hear a bad beat? Steve talked me into an alternate we had a parlay of bought down on overs, okay? So we needed an over. It was not like super high, but we needed an over in this Houston and Jags game. And if Houston would have scored and they went to overtime and someone scored a touchdown, I think we would have got it. And they fucking threw a pick instead of tying the game.
This is crazy. So like, I don't have the exact stat, but I saw it roaming around here. It's probably on my Twitter. Essentially, it's CJ Stroud compared with Caleb Williams like in week 3, September 17th, 2024, there was a clip of the Bears lost to the Texans, and CJ Stroud came up to Caleb, put his arm around him, and was like, hey man, like learn from this, learn from that. And Caleb's like, yo, like he's like not having it because they like barely lost and it wasn't really on him. And he kind of gives like a smirk, like all right, dude, like I don't care. Like you've been in the league for 1 year.
I
Like
remember that game.
you're not Aaron Rodgers, And then it shows the stats since that game. Here. It's trending, I think. Here we go. Stats since this moment. Caleb Williams, 3,989 passing yards, 27 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. CJ Stroud, 3,832 passing yards, 19 touchdowns, 15 interceptions.
Yeah, it's not good.
And I'm like, that is not aging well. Like I've not been on CJ Stroud. I don't know why last week I was like, we should bet him. We should go for them. They're plus money. I was just getting excited because it's football. But then like the true colors are coming out and we can kind of see now what teams are starting to be and who they are and who needs help and who is screwed or not going to be as good as we thought they were going to be.
Right. It's not good for Houston. Last noon game, my Steelers won in Foxborough for the first time since 2008.
I feel like the Steelers have been getting lucky, like just straight up lucky, because that end of the game, when Drake May threw that pass to Pop Douglas, I don't know why he didn't just go straight.
Yeah.
Because he would have got the first down 100%. And then that game is over.
Steelers have issues, but the thing about them, if they fix some of the fixable things, then that game is like a 3-score blowout. Because they recovered 4 fumbles and had a pick.
Dude, that game, I forgot about that. That was crazy. At the start of the third quarter, it was like, I can't remember what happened. It was like, who got the ball first? Steelers?
The Steelers, and they went 3
Steelers
and out.
got it. They went 3 and out. Patriots get it. They fumble. Steelers recover. They go 3 and out. Patriots get it. They fumble again. It was just like a punt. It was just like 4 possessions of just like turnovers.
Yeah, so
it was crazy.
The Steelers, the interception, I'll give them because they picked it off in the end zone with like no time left. So like, you can't. Time's done. You're going to halftime. It was
Yeah.
the end of the second quarter. Okay, fine. But like, you have to score, and they came out and they scored 2 touchdowns in their first 2 possessions right away, no problems. Jalen Warren was running it down their throat. I'm like, man,
It
we look
should have
pretty
been
good.
him. Freaking
Should
Kenneth
have been
Gainwell.
Gainwell. But the Steelers, their defense lives on splash. But I saw some encouraging play from a lot of different guys. Jabril Peppers played pretty good. Chucky Clark needs to hold on. He would have had 2 picks. Drake May threw 2 more picks that got negated by flags.
Yeah, that's
And I
right.
was surprised because I don't think he's that bad. So Vrabel was really ballsy. He went through it. They picked up like 4 fourth down conversions. The Steelers' defense on third down sucks. That's a big problem. And a big reason why they didn't score more points is they didn't possess the ball enough. Their defense was on the field way too much. It's a common problem for them. So it was not an encouraging victory, but sometimes you just got to get wins while you're getting better. They have to win. You know, they got Minnesota obviously with Carson Wentz, they might actually be better, but that's in Ireland next week, 8:30 a.m. our time, Central Time.
Early morning football. I love it.
They got a bye week, and then they got Cleveland at home, and then at Cincinnati, Thursday Night Football, no Joe Burrow. Like, you got to win those games. So we'll see where the Steelers are. New England looked awesome in their red throwbacks.
Hell yeah.
They look sick. And Ramondre Stevenson might be out of the job.
They need to put Travion in. If there's a way that I can say these words and they can get to the front office or get to Vrabel, put Travion Henderson in all the time. All the time. He is good.
Yeah.
He didn't do a lot, but like it's because he's behind Ramondre Stevenson. Oh, wait, and Antonio Gibson, who fumbled. They had so many fumbles. That was the worst. I was like, bro, please put Travion in. I am sick of this.
Yeah, I don't know. And Gibson's, like you said, he fumbled too.
They both have been known to fumble the ball.
Drake May's fumble was bad, but obviously the Steelers' front is tough. And when they're like, TJ Watt had a TJ Watt game.
This is the first time I feel like we've seen it out of the Steelers,
Yeah.
D-line in the past 3 games, I would say.
Cam Hayward played great. The pick, he actually deflected. So like, that was Derek Harmon's first game. He had a sack, and he played really well. He was on a limited snap count, but that was encouraging. They still need to get Deshaun Elliott back. They still need to get Joey Porter Jr. back. You know, they're missing some different guys, but Highsmith's out, but Nick Herbig is a fucking animal, so I'm okay with that.
Herbig, yeah, he is. Wisconsin, right?
JJ said when him and TJ got after Drake May, they said they got caught up in a Badger sandwich. And then other thing I will say is I think Calvin Austin might be like the token like Rodgers guy. Like, you know, Rodgers finds some kind of like,
yeah,
you know,
I was hoping it was going to be Rome Wilson.
Yeah, he hasn't seen much action. But all I'm gonna say, because we're gonna move on into the midday and then we'll get into our picks and stuff. I'm happy they won. The last time the Steelers won in Foxborough was 2008, and the last time the Steelers had 5 turnovers like that to none, I believe, was also in 2008 in that Patriots game. Same game.
Wow, that's crazy.
And that was the last time they won the Super Bowl. Now, I'm not saying they're a Super Bowl team, but I'm just saying, like, that's how long ago that was. That was also the year that Tom Brady got hurt and Matt Castle played, and the Patriots still won 11-5 and missed the playoffs.
That's right. I remember that.
So the Steelers did not have to go through Brady, and I was really nervous because that was them coming off that undefeated year where they lost in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But that's just a little history for anybody who's like into football like that. But hey, man, like we'll talk about with the Bears game, coming out with a win is just better feeling than coming out with a loss, no matter how you get it.
Facts, no matter how. We'll transition into the Bears game here. Bears won.
Blowout.
Bears in the hat.
Bears.
We needed it. It was an actual needed win for morale, for hope, for a glimpse of what maybe the future is like with Caleb and Rome.
Burden.
Offense. Yeah. Like, I mean, just like the flea flicker, I was like, what are we doing? And then he throws it and he catches it. And I was just screaming. I was like, what the fuck? This is awesome.
Ben
Cole
Johnson,
Kmet got in
dude.
on the action. DJ Moore got in the action. They need to be passing the ball all the time. Like, I get it. You have to run the ball. And the running was good. They did run the ball quite a bit. Monagai got some reps in. Swift looked a little bit better. He just sometimes when he does the little shimmy step before he hits a hole, like he ends up just losing all his yards. And I don't like that
Yeah,
anymore. I just don't. And then also, he just doesn't look super explosive to me for some reason. I feel like if the Bears had a running back like Jalen Warren, like we'd be good.
I think. Well, yeah, I love Jalen Warren. I think though, Colston Loveless had a nice snag too.
He had one, yeah. They're trying to get the rookies in, which is good, but it's good for this team to get this kind of boost, even if it's against a shitty Dallas team with no CD. Like this win was needed pretty big time. And I think we can go in. I think we're going to win this week against Las Vegas, in Las Vegas. The Raiders. I think we'll win against them.
Well, I think the Bears had a really nice offensive showing in general. Say what you want about Dallas's defense, but that's a good win. It's a good offense. They held them. I know there's no CD, but the Bears held them to 2 scores in their early scores. I think would they shut them out in the second half? But either way, the thing there is, like you said, they needed to get that win. They're at home. That's prime time, 3:30 on TV. Like great win
It's
for
the game of
Caleb
the week somehow. I don't know how that happened because it's the Cowboys probably. That's
great win
why.
for the Bear, as I say, and for Caleb too, and for Ben Johnson, and for the fans. I mean, I know people were riled up, and
we were pumped.
As a neutral observer, as a Steeler fan, my timeline was hilarious because a lot of my friends are Bears fans, and I also have quite a few Packer fan friends, and it was like alternate reality from the first 2 weeks. And I'm like, this is great. Like, let's let it happen. The NFC North was hilarious this week.
Yeah, it was. No, we'll talk about the Lions here in a sec to wrap up, but
because we got
the Bears winning was
midday.
great. Yes, we got a couple more midday. I'll close on the Bears here.
No, go for it. Hey, talk your shit, dude.
No. I was pretty happy. I'm excited. The Caleb Rome connection is sticking. They're finally like, dude, through the first 3 weeks, like Rome is your he's a top 5 wide receiver for fantasy, which is nuts because you have guys like Brian Thomas and you have guys that went off last year and were top 10 wide receivers with the amount of volume they were getting, and now they're just not able to do it. I don't know what it is, but the NFL's crazy. I'm just pumped about that. I like having the Bears players, like at least Caleb and Rome doing good, and then like spreading it around. He finally got everybody involved, which is good. It feels good. I will say, now that I've bet Caleb 2 tutties for the past 2 weeks and he's gotten them, it's going to be way minus now. But it was worth the value. It was worth the spread. I won some money on that. And then I bet him 300 yards. He ended with 298. I want to kick somebody's butt because of that. Because 2 yards, bro. 2 yards.
Yeah.
Cost me like $80. I was so mad.
That's tough.
Like winnings. That's why I was so upset. But I was happy about the win, so I can't be mad. Let's go. Let's go Bears. We're going to win next week in Vegas. We'll move on to the rest of the games. Bear down.
Bears. So, okay, couple more midday real quick. The Chargers are the fucking team. They're hot. And Herbert is the dude. And I live bet them with it was almost plus 200. I live bet them money line when they were down by 7.
Let's
plus
go.
196, won that bet. I was waiting for value. All I can say, because Denver's defense is tough. It was a division game.
Dude, I was actually worried for a minute.
Never a doubt for me. I just think that Amari and Hampton is starting now. Get well soon, Najee.
Get well soon.
Hampton's getting going. Ladd's getting the ball in his hands. Johnston's becoming a stud. But Herbert. No.
Johnston is becoming the guy.
Yeah.
Dude, he has turned his career around after 1 year. First year, everyone's saying drops. Now he is a top 5 wide receiver in output projections in fantasy. And Ladd's over here like getting 40 yards, 50 yards on the side because Keenan Allen's back. And it's just
Keenan Allen's good.
And Keenan Allen's still good. He was good last year. He won People Fantasy Championships. I had him on my team. He was good. And he's still good. It's crazy. Like, their team is just set up. And they're like, oh, Justin Herbert can throw the ball. He's been throwing the ball. He's great.
Yeah. And I'm not saying.
I'm happy for the Chargers. I am so happy.
I'm not saying a Super Bowl or bust, but what I am saying is that the Chargers are a legit team to watch, and I'm going to be betting them. I don't think people realize, like, now that Harbaugh's in there, it's year 2, because look, say what you want about Harbaugh, and I am not particularly a fan of all the teams he's coached. I do like the Chargers, but like, this dude turns teams around, and Herbert is a legit quarterback, and I feel kind of not to the same level as Herbert. I feel kind of like Trevor Lawrence could be like have a better career with the right situation.
Yeah.
And now but you're seeing Herbert it's not just like, oh, it's a good situation for the quarterback. He's making good decisions. He's making throws. He runs when he needs to and gets big chunks. He's accurate. He's threading the needle. The what play that Najee got hurt on, he had to like jump over him when he was going back to throw, and then he made the throw. I was like, what the hell?
Dude, it's the Madison Beer effect. And I don't even know who that is really.
Hot chick, dude.
Yeah.
I
But
only seen her with Justin Herbert. And I was like,
I've
good for
only
you,
seen with
bro.
Justin Herbert too, and that makes me feel old, but like, dude, the Chargers are it. Chargers are great. If the Chargers go to Super Bowl, I'm betting the Chargers. Like
Bro,
100.
we're
Khalil
gonna
Mack's on
get
that team.
Chargers fucking Colts AFC Championship.
Dude, that would be amazing.
My God, dude.
I would be like, I don't care who wins. This is awesome. I'm just gonna bet people to score.
They're playing the Bucks in the Super Bowl.
Dude, that'd be awesome. No, it was great. Chargers are awesome. Love that.
Yeah. We got just two more midday ones, just real quick. One of them I have no notes on. Seattle blew out the fucking Saints.
Turned it off.
Shocking.
Didn't even want to watch.
Shocker.
Anyone who plays the Saints, I don't want to watch. Sorry, JD. He would say the same. I want to lose. I want Arch.
But
That's
Saints
what
look good in the all whites.
They do. Those jerseys are cool.
With the white helmet. Very cool. Cardinals 49ers, I got a couple of things. First of all, I really hope Jimmy Connor's okay. That was a brutal injury.
That was brutal. It was awful looking.
Cardinals should have won.
Cardinals definitely should have won. Marv needs to learn how to catch the ball.
Bad showing for Harrison for sure.
My God, it's just like, dude, come on.
I'm up and down with Kyler.
Good.
Like, I do like Kyler more than a lot of people, but I'm like, he's up and down. McBride is on my fantasy team. He scored a tutty, so that was good.
Oh, yeah.
But, dude, Bosa's out for the year for the 49ers.
Dude, the 49ers are just already riddled with injuries, and they're 3-0. And
fucking Mac Jones.
It's nuts. It's got to be Kyle Shanahan just working with what he's got. Bro, like, I don't know about them, man. They're
3-0 though, which is crazy. They haven't played anybody, but
it's nuts. But I just feel like this team gets decimated, then somehow creeps into the playoffs or creeps into the number 1 seed and then goes to the Super Bowl. It's just like, bro, what is this? I'm tired of seeing that. I want to see everybody at their peak with all their players, not some banged up team, you know?
Mac Jones was out there with the ripped sleeves on his jersey. They wore their 90s throwbacks too, which are nice, but these teams got to stop wearing white socks with white pants.
Yeah, I agree.
It looks brutal. Everybody does that now besides, like, the Bears don't really do it. I don't think.
Bears, I bet, will have an all white in the next 5 years.
And then the Steelers wear black socks. But either way, I just hope James Conner's okay. I like the Cardinals. They're like a fun bad team for me. So in their Thursday game, when we talk about this next week, they're playing. It could be a good game, but no Connor kind of is not fun. I don't really got much.
Great Benson. He is a great back from Florida.
No, he's good. I'm just saying Jimmy Connor can do a lot. But I'll say this. They were one of the legs of our teaser, and they covered pretty handily. So we were good there. The 2 more games, you just want to be real quick from last week.
Yeah, we'll be quick.
Fucking Giants and Chiefs was awful.
Boo. I bet Kareem Hunt to score. That's the only thing that hit. I was very happy. That is all.
The only thing
Russ needs to retire. I feel bad. He's ruining his legacy.
He's not. Jackson Dart's starting next week. Do you see?
I know they announced that. Breaking news. That's announced.
I said it might be Rusty's final burning, and I felt bad. But when he was chucking the ball out of the end zone,
dude,
and
he's
taking
just throwing
groundings,
it up. He's just
taking intentional groundings. Like, Russ, do something.
Yeah.
Cam Scadaboo, though.
Dog.
absolute monster.
White.
Yeah, exciting white,
Exciting
exciting
white.
white.
Literally,
No,
how
dude.
often are there running backs that are white like that? Christian McCaffrey, Scadaboo.
Did you see that tweet where it was like, there's two types of white running backs in the NFL?
Which one? No, I did
It was
not.
like cerebral thinkers like Christian McCaffrey and psycho cran eaters like Cam
But yeah,
Scadaboo.
no, he is. I totally understand that.
He did a backflip and then he had that run where he went head first into the fucking defender. I was like, this guy's awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty sick.
So good for them. But yeah, they gotta get something going. They suck.
They do. Hopefully Jackson Dart's it.
And for my sake, I need the Chiefs to get going because even though they won, they're playing Baltimore next week, and I'm like, they were not impressive.
Baltimore needs to win that game. The loser of that game is 1-3.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If Russ didn't
That's
suck,
crazy. That Bears may have a better record than them.
if Russ didn't suck, and if Malik Neighbors, if they were getting the ball in his hands and the guys weren't getting hurt, the Giants could have won that game.
The Giants definitely could have won that game, but
Which is saying a lot.
if they played like they did the week before playing with Dallas, then yes, they could have won that game. But man, Russ, I don't know, man.
And then we got Monday Night Football. If you want, unless you got more on Russie.
Monday Night Football, I only watched the first half. I'm now waking up at like 4 or something in the morning, going to the gym, trying to go consistently. So I went to bed at halftime.
What'd you think when you woke up and saw the score?
I wasn't like, honestly, I thought either team could have won. I know the Ravens have a decent amount of some amount of injuries. Matabuke's out and a couple other guys, I think, but they got to get it together, man. They literally have been struggling. Derrick Henry fumbling. Did he fumble again?
Again.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on there. He's never been a fumbler. So
Aiden Hutchinson's a dog, though, for what that's worth.
I totally understand, but he's gotta protect the ball, dude.
It's a 3 is a pattern. 3 is a pattern.
Yeah, it's concerning for sure. That's really it. I mean, Ravens, I think will win next week against the Chiefs, just because I always pick against the Chiefs, but I just think they're a better team than that. They should have put up more of a fight. They were close the whole time. I went to bed, it was tight.
They didn't get the ball in Zay Flowers' hands enough. And I'll be honest with you, what did Lamar take? 7 sacks? I mean, you're gonna lose if you're playing a team like Detroit. And Detroit played awesome. Their offense was great. Their defense made stands. But I had 2 plays that hit. I bet St. Brown the score. He did. And then I had a parlay where I bet the over and Lions plus points, and I teased it down 6. I literally could have put the regular over and Lions money line and won a lot more money. But
yeah,
it is what it is.
No, I understand. You got to play it safe. And you did what you thought you had to do,
Hey, man, winning is winning.
I just got a trade on Sleeper proposed to me, and I need to see what this is because this is the Big Money Dynasty League.
I guess before we talk about the next week, while you check that out, I just want to say Detroit's back.
Ooh, okay. I'll have to look at that later.
But the Lions are back in a big way.
The Lions are most definitely there. They never left. They're still there. They're not back. They're relevant. They're a great team.
They're tough, man.
Yeah, I wish they would have beat the Packers week 1.
Well, they get to play them again.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Do you want to talk about next week?
Yeah, I was gonna say let's go into the schedule. I do have it up.
Let's go.
We're gonna start with Thursday night. Seahawks at Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals are plus 102. The Seahawks are minus 122. We're looking at a 1.5 point spread. Minus for the Seahawks. Cardinals are plus. I don't know.
Cardinals are wearing their rivalry jerseys too. Those sand ones.
Ooh, okay. I may have to give it a watch. I'll probably watch the first half on Thursday. I'm just not sure. I mean, I feel like the play should be the Seahawks. This seems a little too. I mean, they just whooped the Saints, so it's tough to say. I feel like it's kind of too. They're worth it, but I also don't want to even. Both these teams are weird.
It could be a really good game.
Could be.
I'm kind of on Seattle, as much as I like the Cardinals. Seattle's defense is really good. No James Conner hurts. And also, I think that I like Seattle going to play at Arizona more than I like Arizona going to play at Seattle, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I would say the same. I feel like Arizona people still show up, you know.
I'm kind of on Seattle, but I may not have a play in this game only because it's a little close for comfort. I'm going to see where the over-under kind of ends because I think this might go under.
It's over under is 43.5 right now.
Oh, that's 43
It's
and a
low.
half. I always take an over on 43. 44 is that key number.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it's low. But a lot of these are low right now. I do not have a play in this game. All I can say is maybe you try and
Smith and
stack.
Jigwa.
I don't even want to do that, even though he did score. I would do your rushing yards over. See, it says 60.5. I don't know how much he'll get, but rushing attempts. No, attempts aren't fun. I was gonna say play Trey Benson, but it's tough. I don't really have a for sure pick in this game, so we will move on to the next one. Ireland, 8:30 in the morning. Tuppazy morning to you.
Steelers are what, laying a point
Potatoes.
and a half?
Steelers are plus 2.5.
2.5.
The Vikings are favored in after that performance with their defense. I understand why. What do we think here, Mill? We think the Steelers can do this in Ireland?
Here's the thing. I think this is going to be really unpredictable. Like, this is a weird. First of all, the matchup's really weird. Steelers and Vikings, right? And then Carson Wentz. But it's like, if they were in Minnesota, I would feel actually better about that, even though it's a tough
And
place to play
because you're in
because of
Ireland, yeah.
Rodgers, you know.
Yeah.
But Ireland, I don't know what this pitch is going to be like in Croke Park. It's like a soccer pitch. I think there's going to be a ton of fans for both teams, but I think it'll be more Steeler fans because the Steelers have kind of set up home base there, and we're kind of prepping for this before they even announced it. All I can say is I'm betting Darnell Washington to score anytime.
Okay. I would say I may sprinkle on because like I know the defense is good. I may sprinkle on the Steelers. They just somehow keep getting lucky. So
Well, they always win games in like those weird close. Like they're not a
that's why I
team who
think they
blows
could
people
maybe
out.
win this. Yeah, I know, I understand that. I'm just saying, like, I definitely think they could probably win this. The Vikings are favorites. Plus, when I see an underdog, like I put in the bet slip. But anyways, that's all I got for this one. I'll probably ride with you on Darnell. The next game we have noon. We're at a normal slate now, normal time.
Man,
Chargers versus the Giants. New
bro,
York, Brooklyn, New Jersey.
Chargers are Chargers are gonna kill them.
Yeah, it's -6, -278.
I might be making us a teaser like on the pod.
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. I mean, this is obvious. I'm betting the Chargers. I'm QJ to score. I'm betting Lad McConkey to
The
score.
only variable, and this is something we have to
Jackson Dart,
consider, is Jackson Dart is making
first
his first
game.
start.
I know. That's what scares me.
Now, here's the thing. This could be a game where like Jackson Dart throws for 250, but also has like 4 picks, or gets sacked 4 times. Like Harbaugh's gonna be up his ass.
Yeah.
Sorry, it sounds weird, but you know what I mean.
No, I mean, it's facts.
But I think
Omarion finally got unleashed, so they're going to be going against that tough New York defense.
if you're gonna take any play, on DraftKings it's -6 right now.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking at.
So Chargers, I mean, I could lay the points. You could push on 6, but I think they're gonna win this game by 7 to 10 at least.
Okay.
I think they're gonna score early and often, and then they're gonna just run the ball.
Yeah. Sounds right.
So I wouldn't maybe hammer Herbert too much because I don't think he's gonna have to be Superman in this one.
I would stick with I would bet your third string running back to get 25 yards, whoever that is.
Yeah, and I don't think you want to touch the total on this because this could be like a 27-3 game.
Yeah, I'm just put the Chargers -6 in my bet slip just to see, and then let me just I'll take a look at rushing. They don't have a lot up. They just have Jackson Dart's rushing props. That's it, because it's Sunday. We're too far out to get to the nitty-gritty, but the next game will be a complete skip. Like, unless you just want to watch just a team probably beat down another team. The Saints at the Bills.
Oh,
Oh my god, that is such a bad matchup. The Bills are minus 1,600 to win. They're favored minus 16.5 points. Like, it's insane, dude.
James Cook to score.
Yeah, like, that's it. Like,
Yeah,
they won't even
don't.
need to pass the ball. Like,
Yeah,
it's rough.
the Saints are. It's just like the best, like potentially the best team in the league. I say potentially, but
Mhm. Yeah,
versus the clear worst team in the league,
facts.
and it's at Buffalo.
It's at Buffalo. I'm just like, I don't even wanna talk about it. We could skip this. Like, we know what's
Yeah,
gonna happen. If you wanna bet a minus 1,600 team, you can. If you wanna try and see if the Saints can pull it off and upset, they're plus 900, but I'm not touching it. I will bet James Cook to score, like Mills said. The next one, this one's a good one. We got the Eagles Bucks in Tampa.
dude.
The Bucks always end up beating the Eagles. They're plus 170. They're going in the parlay. Or the plus 3.5. Either or, they are going in the parlay. And
Here's
this
the
may be
thing.
I think they could cover for sure.
Yeah, I'm not putting this in my actual teaser because the teaser I like to play a little strategically, and I don't like this matchup for either team in a teaser. But I will say this is a game I want to actually watch. Like this is gonna be a
Yeah,
great game.
I will be betting the Bucks. Even though I do like the Eagles a lot, I will be betting the Bucks more than likely. They're at home, home dog. Plus, I think they lost to the Bucks. Didn't they lose to the Bucks last year in the regular season? I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
they
like,
did.
yeah. And the thing is, the Bucks home dogs against they're gonna show up to play. This is gonna be a great game. I kind of like the over. It's at 43.5. I think you could get 24 from one team and 20 from the other, whatever.
I definitely think that.
But yeah, this is just going to be one of those games where I'm mostly just excited to watch. I want to see how Baker plays because they're going to, Bucky's great, but he's going to have a hard time running on the Eagles.
Eagles
So
defense is still tough, even though they
so they're
had let up some points, but still.
I would possibly look at Bucky Irving to have receptions in this game or receiving yards. Cuz I think Baker's going to have some outlet passes like just to kind of check down and get out to the flat.
Yeah, there'll be some checkdowns for sure.
So I would look at Bucky, but yeah, I'm excited for this game.
I am too. It's going to be a fun game to watch. Pretty
100%.
interesting. Oh yeah. The next game, Detroit Lions on a short week, coming up to they're staying home, and the Browns are coming to them.
I don't really want to bet this. I don't think the Browns can do what they did 2 weeks in a row.
I hope they
Uh,
do.
but it's one of those things where it's like short, like you said, short week for Detroit. I still think Detroit's going to win this game,
Detroit should definitely still win this game. They're at
but
home.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to lay 10, 9.5. That's a lot of
Yeah,
points.
yeah, I don't either. I'll bet somebody to score in this game. That's about
Yeah,
it.
bet every fucking guy wearing Honolulu blue.
Facts.
Actually,
Facts.
Cleveland's defense is tricky. So Montgomery had a hell of a showing. Obviously, Gibbs had a hell of a showing last night. I keep betting Sam Laporta. Sam Laporta has not had a ton of targets in the red zone. He's mostly been getting like third down conversion passes, and he's been blocking like an absolute animal in the red zone.
Yeah, I think he'll get more of his stuff around later in the season, more than likely, when they have
Yeah.
to use him as like a hey, these two guys that get all the work are going to be our puppets, and then we'll give the ball to you.
But at plus 245 or whatever, I still might sprinkle on Laporta.
Yeah, that's fair. It's got value. This game, Commanders at Falcons, who were just shut out. This is
Ugly.
almost like a pick 'em. Like, I'm probably good. I would put the Commanders in this, I guess. I mean, Mark Mariota's going to play. If they play like they did last week, he'll be good. But also, this is like your get right game for the Falcons. They're at home. They're playing the Commanders in their worst state, probably without Jane Daniels unless he comes back.
The Falcons looked like shit last week, so I don't know.
They
I
did.
mean,
They
this
did.
is a get right spot.
They need to get better. They need to get better, and they need to kind of figure it out. But it's just like a pick 'em over 44.5. Commanders minus 120. Falcons plus 102. It's like, do you want to? I mean, I would bet the Commanders. I feel like.
So Washington hasn't announced the starter officially, right? So that does give Atlanta a little bit of prep issue if they don't know what quarterback they're going to face. Mariota can still run the ball. I'd feel a lot better about Jaden Daniels playing this game if he's healthy. because I just think he'll be able to throw the ball all over him. I don't think Atlanta's defense is particularly great, and I don't think their secondary scares a guy like that. He's gonna bomb it out. I'll ride Commanders.
I put him in.
The thing you got to think about too. So Atlanta's going to be desperate because they want to hang in this race with Tampa Bay, but the Falcons, in their own right, they got to hang in there with the Eagles.
Yeah.
So but yeah, I don't like that game at all.
I don't really either. I'm not a big Commanders person, but I think they will win over the Falcons, to be honest. The next game, I almost want to just say, let's take the Titans, because the Titans are plus 300 against the Texans in Houston. Houston has not impressed me, even though I said to bet on them last week, or I said I liked them better. I was wrong. I wouldn't sprinkle much, but +7, plus 300, I would maybe consider the Titans here. I don't know why.
This
But
game deserves to end in a
teams,
tie.
yeah, it kind of does. Honestly, we should bet this game to tie.
No,
That'd
no,
be
no.
sick.
We should fucking bet no touchdowns in this game.
Dude. We'd root for we could root the whole game.
Or Titans no touchdowns for sure. The Titans are gonna not score in this fucking game. I think Houston might win this game 13-0.
The over-under's 38.5, so definitely under.
Like the Titans, Texans defense is still legit as hell. They just released CJGJ today, but the fucking Titans can't score. They have all they do is kick field goals.
They kick field goals. That's what they do.
Whatever that fucking kicker's points are, hammer that, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. We'll move on just to get off that trash and go to some other trash. The Panthers at New England.
Nice Super Bowl rematch from 2003.
Yep. And no, yeah, you're right. It was the Broncos. I was thinking the other one too.
Yeah, from
It
15.
was 2003, yes.
Absolute fucking brutal game, if you ask me.
Yeah, I don't even like this game. After what happened last week,
either.
the next 5 games are good. 6 games.
Yeah, I don't like
-1.
this at all. I will say this though. I do think that the Patriots are gonna have to be in a get right spot. I don't think Vrabel's gonna let them, fumble the ball like that again. But the thing is, the Panthers, I mean, they hung 30 last week. I don't know.
I think the Panthers are frauds, dude. I mean, they got momentum, but I still don't dude, you got a quarterback that is 5'2". He looks like Stewie Griffin running around there, like Kyler Murray. I just can't trust them. Yeah, they got Tet. Yeah, they got Chuba. It's just 1 week they're great, 1 week they're awful. Last week they started getting it together late. He got benched. Blah blah blah. Andy Dalton comes in. Blah blah blah. It's just I don't care about the Carolina Panthers. I liked Greg Olsen on the Bears, not the Panthers. Even though he was good on the Panthers as well.
If this game wasn't 5.5, I would have put it in the teaser and had Patriots. If it was 3.5, because I think the Patriots, I think they're gonna win this game.
Patriots should
But even
win.
if they lost, I think it would be close. But I don't feel comfortable laying 5.5.
I don't either.
I think both of these teams are kind of bad.
I also agree. I would maybe bet not Pop Douglas, but I would bet a Drake May rushing or
Hunter Henry.
I mean,
He's a dog.
Went off again. He still does. He's been in the league for years. I remember when he was on the Chargers.
That's Steve's guy.
Forever.
Steve always bets him. He's good, dude. He's a good player.
He is good. The next up, this is a tough one, big time. We have Colts at Rams in LA.
Okay.
Colts plus money.
Colts are on my teaser. Okay.
Okay, cool.
So on the teaser is 6 points. I'm going to give it away when we're done with all the games. But Colts are on it. Do I like the 3.5? Not particularly.
No.
I say that I might just fucking bet Colts money line.
Yep. I was thinking the same thing.
Because if they lose, I'd rather take the value. Plus 154 looks a lot better than minus 108. Because if they lose, I think it's going to be at least by 6.
Yeah.
But if they imagine, dude, I don't know. I mean,
I'm betting the money line. I bet the money line for 3 weeks in a row. I'm betting a separate bet with just the Colts.
Yeah, straight.
Yes.
And I'm doing that as well. And I also kind of like player props, but really Danny Dimes' passing yards is kind of, where I'm at.
Well, it's because Jonathan Taylor's been running it up. It's probably pretty low, right?
I don't know. Let's take a look. I've been betting the passing yards every week, but they get, that's the problem is they don't have a ton of props up yet. It's early in the week.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday as we're recording this, so that's why I can't give those out yet. However, just for the sake of the game, Colts money line is the value.
Facts. I will be betting it. I like the Rams too, but like I got to go with the Colts. I mean, they're
I love the
3-0. They're
Rams.
riding a hot hand. The Rams are a great team. I'm taking the Colts money line though.
Got to.
And another prime example of a possible money line game, Jags at 49ers. Jags are +3, +145. Niners are -175, -3. They don't have Bosa. He's out for the year. Kittle's hurt. Juwan Johnson's hurt, or Juwan Jennings, whoever it is, one of those two is on
I
that
think the
team.
49ers are going to win still, and the reason I say that is because
Mac
the way
Jones.
that I'm Jake Browning, like fuck, come on. Like, I'm sorry, but like the Jaguars pissed the game away against the Bengals, and if they didn't throw a pick, they almost pissed away the game against Houston.
Seriously, they almost did piss away the game. It was bad at the end.
So I don't think I'm going to bet this game. I just think that the 49ers are smarter than them. Does that make sense? Like,
No, they definitely are.
They might win by clock management.
Yeah,
Like,
facts.
I mean,
they are 3-0 too. You can't forget. I may not bet this game either now that I'm looking at it.
Dude, I'm not. Look, in my like heart, my football loving brain, my love for like teams to have upsets. I want Trevor Lawrence to be good. I can't trust Jacksonville.
No, I know. I definitely understand that. I just think like, what a time. Everybody's out for the Niners. Let's get this win on them now because
I will
it's not gonna
say,
be easy.
I didn't mention this, but they wore their 90s throwback last week also, and they won in that prowling way better jersey than the regular one.
Those Panthers or those Jaguars jerseys are sick.
Yeah, they should wear those all the time. Their normal ones are like shitty.
Yeah.
They have like no color on them.
No, they don't.
But yeah, dude, I think I might have to fade. I mean, it's just a tough game.
I don't know exactly what I'm doing yet, but any +145 higher makes me excited.
I
Oh, we
feel
gotta
that.
pick. We gotta pick them in the Bears at Raiders. I don't want to say it, but I think I'm taking the Bears.
Bears -1.5 +100. Lock it in.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Win by 2.
The only thing, well, there's gonna be a ton of Bears fans there. First of all,
Because
in
it's Vegas. Yep. It's gonna be like a home
and
game.
the Bears are coming off a hot win, and you have to really look like the way that Caleb's playing and the way that they're also running the ball. Like, I don't think the Raiders defense can contain them. They just gotta fucking make sure people aren't missing assignments because Max Crosby is a game wrecker. But Johnson's
Facts.
creative. Ben Johnson's creative.
He'll get it.
I said I wasn't betting the Bears after what happened in the first week, but you know what? I'm betting the Bears.
Yeah, I mean, if they can resemble at least half of what they resembled on this past week, like I think we'll be okay, to be honest. Yeah, that's about all I have to say about it. Cole Kmet scored. I wish I would have selected him last week as my pick for the pod bet because I was going to, and I changed my mind.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who I'm going to pick yet. I haven't looked really, but yeah, so that's that game. Bears, we're taking them -1.5. We may be fooled, but I think they can possibly continue momentum. This next game, we got 3 games left. This next game, I was going to say, let's wrap up these 3 games, then we'll do our bets. We can give out our teaser, all that jazz. This next game is Ravens at Chiefs in Kansas City. Chiefs are plus money. Feel like you got to, I mean, unfortunately, I want the Ravens to win, but feel like you got to take the Chiefs here. They're +124.
I'm all over the Chiefs. Even if you take the +2.5, they're +100.
Yeah, I'm going to throw that in.
Here's the thing. The Detroit game is different from what I'm about to say from last night or from 2 nights ago if you're listening to this on Wednesday. Detroit is a good ball club, okay? Yes, the Ravens fumbled and they took a lot of sacks, but Detroit made stuff happen. But in this type of game, this is where the Ravens always beat themselves.
Yeah, they've beaten themselves a couple times.
And I'm not saying they're going to lose. I'm not saying they're going to lose, but the value is worth it.
Yeah, it is worth it, definitely. Any better, we'll see that, especially what the Chiefs do. Even with the team they have, it's just like coming
And
off a short week too. It's just like it makes sense.
it is in Kansas City.
It's a home game for them.
And they
Their
haven't won at
atmosphere is
home yet.
crazy. Yeah, they're gonna
So
need to.
I'm really leaning Chiefs on this one. If it wasn't, then it's hard for me to like say like straight up money line, but the value's good. But that 2.5 plus odds, I mean, that's crazy.
It's crazy. You gotta take it. So we're in agreement on that one.
Yeah.
Last two here. We've
We
got
got
there's
3.
two. There's three. There's two on Monday.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's a shithead doubleheader on
That
Monday.
is an off. I honestly may not watch football on Monday. Last game, Sunday night, Packers Cowboys, Micah Parsons game. Somebody bet what I will say is the Packers should win this game. Definitely. And if they don't, then there's serious issues at hand. I will say that they're definitely going to win, but I am betting either Romeo Dobbs or I am betting Matthew Golden to catch a touchdown. They are going to throw this ball. Anyone who plays the Cowboys, you need to bet. You need to bet their receivers.
So I might be betting Tucker Kraft again.
Fair.
But I think I may have to sprinkle on Packers defense / special teams to score.
Ooh, I like those.
Because this feels like a game where Dak's just going to put it in the chest of a guy wearing a Packers jersey, a green
I agree.
I'm
I can see
assuming
that.
I haven't checked the Gridiron jersey database yet, but I'm assuming the Packers are going to be wearing green. Because, I mean, unless it's like a special game, obviously Dallas mostly wears white. Let me see. Not that that matters. I'm just thinking about that now.
They'll probably wear their blues and grays because they're home.
Let me see.
It's in Dallas in Jerry World.
The schedule is mostly out. Yeah. Cowboys are supposed to wear regular home jerseys. I will go after the next two real quick. I'll just go over a couple of jersey things real fast, and then we'll give out our bets.
Cool. Yeah. So
that's just my own bullshit.
Perfect. Packers are winning Monday.
Packers are probably gonna cover too.
Yeah, they probably will. -7. Monday, Jets, Dolphins. Jets are +3, -3. We got to take the Jets here. I'm not a big fan of this game, but like you have to take the Jets in Miami.
I think I'm gonna parlay the Jets on the over.
I could see that.
I mean the Jets ain't been stopping anybody.
Yeah, I mean, and Miami, I don't know. I guess they played good last week. But
Achan's a dog. Just saying.
He is a dog. I mean, his reception.
Tyreek played good last week.
It's hard to bet him anymore because they keep going up.
Yeah.
It's tough, though. I don't know. Maybe the value is the Dolphins, -148.
I think I might parlay the Jets +3 with the total and then just tease at 6.
That's not a bad idea.
39.5 and +9. I think that's pretty solid.
That's pretty solid. I like that as well. The Bengals and the Broncos in Denver. The Broncos are heavy favorites, -7.5.
I think the Broncos are going to blow them out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll bet this. I'll bet a guy to score, Troy Franklin to score or something,
I think I'm going to take the Broncos and the points. Here's why. I mean, mine laying the points. Broncos defense, really good. Bengals offense, no Joe Burrow. Bengals defense, really bad. Broncos offense, not so bad. And that was put it in all in like caveman terms, not trying to get technical with it. Let's not overlook it. They're playing it Mile High, too. That's a bitch to play there.
It's so bad to play there.
And it's going to be I guess it'll be a lot earlier because the Bengals are coming from the Eastern time zone. But it's a night game.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, that's kind of where I lay on that. Let me see here real quick. Couple of things. Nothing super important or crazy with the uniforms this week, but I did want to point out that the Dolphins are wearing their rivalry jerseys as well. They're all black. It's kind of weird. Yeah, so that's interesting. Otherwise, nothing really of note that's out yet. It's all pretty basic, except the Cardinals we talked about. I got my teaser teed up if you're ready.
Go ahead, because I actually think I have my, oh man, where's it at? I think I have my touchdown scorer here, even though this is Sunday. It's not up yet. Go ahead. Go with your teaser. Start it up.
So I want to say I almost put Detroit in this, but I took them out because I like to get I like to get plus. I still didn't want them to be minus. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because they're laying so many points. So this is a 4-team spread teaser, 6-point teaser. So the Chargers -6 goes to even. All they got to do is win. Okay.
Okay.
The Colts go from +3.5 to +9.5.
Yup.
The Bears go from -1.5 to +4.5. And all three of those teams are on the road. And then at home, Kansas City +8.5.
Ooh, I like.
I don't think Kansas City will get blown out. It's possible, but that gives you +240. If you put $10, you win 34. You put $100, you win 340. I mean, with your original investment, of course. Obviously, play responsibly, but that's what I'm locking in for the teaser.
Yeah, okay, I like that. With that being said, I am gonna pick a score. And
Yeah, pod bet style.
yes, my score is going to be Keenan Allen anytime touchdown +160.
Well, I like that.
He's still
So,
plus money. I would go Omarion, but he's -145. We need some plus. And he has scored pretty consistently.
yeah, so there's a lot of chalk that I was looking at. I actually was going to put Rome in there.
Rome, honestly, I don't want to do Rome because he
Okay.
keeps scoring.
Well,
But
I
let's
want to I want to
see what he's
I
at.
want a running back though.
I was gonna pick Rome, but I also was like, he is +120, still chalk. Um, I bet the Bears are gonna get down and they're gonna have Swift run one in.
Yeah, I think that I'm looking in the wrong place for this. These player props have been tough. To be honest with you, let me see his odds. Sorry, I'm looking at my sports book right now.
No, you're good. I'm doing the
But there's
same.
not a lot of touchdown bets yet for
Yeah,
every game.
man, we gotta start. We may have to start doing this on Thursdays.
I don't know. I like the Tuesday slot, but
I do too.
either either way, I'm kind of looking at Bucky Irving.
Okay, I like that.
The reason being is they're at home, and I think that Bucky is going to be getting some pass. Like I talked about his receptions, but he's so quick that I think I'm going to look at Bucky because he can kind of do the Kyron Williams thing that happened last week. Same with Jalen Warren, really, where they can have a receiving or a rushing touchdown. I like the variety there. Keenan Allen's a great shout too. So it's just he's obviously a receiver. So I'm thinking we go Bucky Irving, Keenan Allen for the pod bet
Okay, let's do it.
because you and I are into that Tampa Bay Eagles
Keenan
game.
and Buck.
So we'll have to hit the pod bet. It's going to hit one week where we pick like 2 scrubs.
Yeah, it's gonna hit when I want to pick like some plus guys because I know it's hard predicting, and then it's like the same guys score every week. It's just like then they're -200. Like James Cook's -200. So it's
John
like it's not even
Fitzpatrick.
worth. Yeah, it's not even worth like putting him in. Like John Fitzpatrick was +1700. The other one, somebody else said it. One of those first tutties in the noon slate this past week was somebody not relevant at all, and then he scored another one. Or no, it was Trey Tucker for the Raiders,
Yeah.
and he scored 3. And somebody's like, if somebody bet him 3 touchdowns, like, do you know how much that paid? Like, it would have been insane. It probably
I'm
was
trying
like
to.
it probably was plus 12,000.
Yeah, right. But it's like you're never gonna predict that. Like
Yeah, exactly. No, I
I
know.
don't
It's
I
just
don't
crazy.
look for so I totally get it. Like if you're gonna do like a $10 bet with a boost and it's like you can only bet $10 anyway because there's a boost, you want value for sure. But I like putting a little bit more money and then getting a -200 and just making my money.
No,
So
that's
I'm
fair.
okay. I'm okay with variety, and there's a lot of room for nuance in our pod bet. But the teaser is where I kind of do my work. You know what I mean?
The teaser's hit, dude. So I will be writing again like usual. I'm gonna
I
try
hope
and
it
bring
hits.
a better couple bets to the table next week. It's hard without these props. We almost need to do like a 10-minute like touch up on Friday.
Yeah, we can. And,
Hey,
and here's the thing too, though. I want to just throw this out there. This is week 4, so now we're gonna start to see a little bit more cohesion. And week 5, I'll be throwing out bets left and right, not just because of that, but the Steelers are off. So are the Bears. So you and I have a stress-free week of football. All we gotta do is worry about our Colts.
Yeah, literally. And I'll probably be riding them if they if they go 4-0 and beat the Rams.
This is a tough game for them, but I'm really looking forward to that game and the Eagles and Bucks game.
Yeah, I would say those two are the two games I'm both looking forward
I
to.
just really, 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 and I'm high on the Bears this week, but I really hope the Steelers win because they have to fucking play at 8:30. So if they lose to start my whole week is going to be a bummer.
Yeah, that whole Sunday. You got to bounce back though if they lose. So I
I'll
hope
be
they
okay.
win. Need them to beat the Vikings.
It would be a great win for them, but I hate overseas games.
I do too.
And I'm not saying that for the overseas fans. I'm sure, like, if you're at the game, I'm sure it's going to be an awesome time. Like, people are going to
In
be partying
Ireland,
their
I bet
asses off.
it's gonna be sick. Those guys are gonna have so much fun.
Right.
It's always something weird when we start doing that shit. You know.
Right, with betting especially. But you know what? I mean, we had a good week. It was a crazy week of football. We won some bets. We're gonna win more next week, but the teaser did hit. Pod bets got a hit, and of course, because we didn't pick him this week, Jalen Warren's probably gonna score.
I may bet him just straight up by himself.
I'll take Warren on a straight, but I'm betting Darnell. I'm trying to think who the most Irish guys in the Steelers and Vikings are.
Friarmouth.
I don't think he's Irish.
I don't know. It sounded
He
Irish.
kind of looks. His name's Pat though, so maybe.
Pat.
I'm
Let's
trying
go,
to
Pat.
think.
That's all I got. That's what I
Yeah.
think. Let's go Bears. Let's go Steelers. Let's go Colts.
Yeah, I didn't drink a beer on the pod this week, but the Steelers did win, so cheers.
Cheers. I already drank all my water. Glug 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 glug. It's all right.
I'm
I'm
so
gonna go get
thirsty from
something right
talking.
now. I am too. My dry.
But we did good. Both our teams won. The Colts won. Colts are hot. I'm looking forward to a week of football. Week 4. I can't believe it already. It's almost October.
Yeah, we're flying. I would just want to say, slow down, football. We need you as long as possible. You're the only
We
thing
haven't
keeping
even
us sane. Like
gotten fall weather yet.
we're a quarter into the season already. It's so sad.
No.
It always flies, and then when it's gone, you really take it for granted because it's like, damn. Like I miss being able to watch football on Sundays.
Dude, this offseason in particular was the longest fucking offseason. Now, probably because I didn't know who the quarterback was going to be for my team, so that was part of it.
Dude, it was a long off season though. It was.
Like, think about this. I'm at the fucking draft. I'm not at the draft. I was watching the draft going like, are we taking Shador? Is Aaron coming? Are they just going to ride with Rudolph? Like, I had no fucking idea.
Yeah.
And I don't really care. Like, if they suck or they're mediocre or whatever, they go like a one, if they have a typical Steelers 9-7, 10-7, 9-8, like they make the playoffs, lose the first round, whatever. Maybe they'll be a little better than that, but either way, we're 2-1. Bears got their first win. They're gonna be 2-2 after this week. I'm feeling it.
Yes, sir. We're gonna be
And then
500.
and then that's okay. Going into the bye with 2 wins would be great. Off of 2 wins. Same here. We lost week 2, get 2 wins, go into the bye hot, and then get rested, get healthy. Bears defense needs to get healthy.
Yeah, I don't know if they will, but
So
they
does
need
Steelers
to.
though.
Yeah. They
So
need to big time.
other than that, I don't got too much else with football.
Yeah. I don't have much of football. We went through the whole slate. We talked about it. It was a great week. We're gonna continue it again.
Yeah,
NFL,
absolutely, bro.
baby. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So we'll have those graphics up for the bets. For anybody who listened to the pod, again, thank you. We really appreciate it. We're having fun talking football, just chilling, the boys,
Wait, so we're literally just gossiping about football. That's pretty much it. My girlfriend called me and I texted her and I said, "Hold on, I'm doing the pod."
Well, sorry, Kat.
No, it's
But
okay.
but
I'm like,
the
this is
thing is,
important.
the thing about this show though is I get very technical into football. I do, but I don't want people to listen to this. And I'm talking about fucking like, X's and O's, and they're like, what the hell? Most people love football in America, and most of them don't know I don't know everything, right? So this is just us having fun. We're chopping it up. It was an exciting week, and I can't wait to hopefully watch the Steelers win at 8:30 in the morning. God, it's going to be early for football, but it's okay. And then hear Scott Hansen's voice after that.
Yeah, I actually do enjoy the 8:30 game because it gets you done right around 11 or 11:30, and you get to put your bets in right before, and then boom, the noon games start. So I have
Yeah.
no problem waking up early. I will probably be up at 5, go to the gym, and then get home, shower, get ready, and then sit on the couch and watch football, or sit in my computer chair and watch football. Like, whatever it is, early football is great.
And I'm gonna be cooking up some mean breakfast that day for sure.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. Well, unless you got anything else, Jimmy, I think we're gonna go ahead and get out of here.
No, I'm good. I'm excited for the week. Everybody take a listen and enjoy your football Sunday this week, and then make some good bets, all right? Win some money.
Let's go. Let's win.
Let's win.
Just win, baby.
Just
I
win.
shouldn't say that. You guys are playing the Raiders this week. Raiders.
The Raiders. Yeah, we're going to win in Vegas. It's like a home game for us. I've been to that stadium. It is an awesome stadium. They'll have a blast. Good luck to everybody in their fantasy matchups. Good luck to
Bears.
everybody in their bets. Good luck to everybody in their respective teams. If you're a Raiders fan, I'm sorry. That's it. Let's go.
All right. Peace
Hell
out,
yeah.
everybody.
Peace.